year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Boise State Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Broncos now with a long pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona State! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Broncos come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Into the secondary on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Williams looking for a man. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. To the air, it's St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There he goes. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Broncos in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Washington. Turning it on. Breaks the tackle. Gets it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 6 over Pittsburgh. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The inside handoff. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Broncos want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll toss it to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes a grab for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll try the run, finding open areas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now adjusting. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on second down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's got him. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Williams will pass. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. There we go. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got the back over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He's got the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Brown has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out route. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give is to Smith. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Line is set on third down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Right down the middle. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Sun Devils. And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
56, Boise State, 31.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls in the deep ball. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Got the first down and more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
He's got 2. Cooler. Ready, go.
He'll keep it himself. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On first down from their own 22. To the air. It's St. Clair. Slings it. Found a seam. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.